Switchback. Good morning out there in Saskatchewan, especially good morning all you folks out there in Central Butte. As you can see, we've got a jam-packed crowd in here this morning. A whole bunch of people from the 91st pack, the Glen Elm pack of Cubs. Give us a wave over there, you critters. Yes, indeed. We're into the middle of mid-March madness. We've got a great show today, some great guests, some great music, and, of course, the star of the show, the chicken. Okay, we got to prove to you, folks, because we got so many things today, that we are still the fastest 90 minutes of television in the universe. Our first music video today takes us south to Florida, where the Miami Sound Machine does the conga. Our Cape Crusaders get the cold shoulder from Mr. Freeze in this week's Batman battle called Green Ice. It's like spitting on a fish. When someone says it's like spitting on a fish, you can guess that Weird Al Yankovic is nearby. And the #1 tune in the country makes its Switchback debut. This is Mr. and Kyrie. All right, we're really excited about today's show. We got 4 very exciting segments, not only our Batman and our videos, of course. First up, we're going to chat with Charles Zoka. Charles is an astronomer who was on our program a little while ago. He's going to update us on Halley's Comet. Secondly, we're going to visit our first small town. It's our first small town visit. We had a good time earlier this week, and I'm not even going to tell you the name of the town, but I'll tell you the energy of the people is equal to the energy buried beneath their farmland. Okay. Then we're going to chat with Canada's youngest black belt. He's 9 years old. His name's Michael Lecourcier. He's in here. He's going to break some boards and show you folks Taekwondo because it's a demonstration sport in the 1988 Olympics. And speaking of Olympics, our fourth segment, our final segment, is going to feature another Olympian, probably Canada's most successful Olympian. It's Gaetan Boucher, who's in town for the short track speed skating championships. And Gaetan will be here. Actually, I raced Gaetan a little bit earlier on, and you're going to see Billy Blaze Wright in action one more time. All right, on last week's program, we asked you folks to tell us the meaning of the word Chautauqua. So I'll reach down here. We're going to pick 3 winners for this. Oh, there's a nice-looking drawing. The answer to this week's question is meeting place. That's right. Chautauqua means meeting place. This comes to us from Noella Demarest. Thank you very much, Noella. Noella's a real regular viewer. I'll be saving Noella's answer there. Ooh, reaching right down to the bottom. CBC Television. Dear Bill, Chautauqua means a meeting place. You're right. This one comes to us from Trent Kohlenberg in Regina. Thanks very much. Oh, and a drawing of Bill and the chicken. It's always helpful when you label them because I sometimes can't tell who is who. But there was a good drawing there of Bill and the chicken. All right, our third and final winner today, Dear Bill and the chicken. Chautauqua means meeting place. That's correct. This comes to us from Angela and Giles LaBerge in Assiniboia. Because there's 2 of you, I'll send you 2 prizes. You're all going to win things that look kind of like this, or maybe different. It'll be a board game like this one, or maybe the Canadian edition of Monopoly, or maybe something else entirely. I'll make up my mind, depending if I'm in a good mood on the morrow. Now, we got to mention a couple of birthdays right off the bat. Brent Clark, it's your birthday today. Of course, you know that, Brent. Jarrett Hanetka is 9 years old today, and Lynn Chaluka up in Prince Albert will be 8 years old on Tuesday. So happy birthday to all you folks, and happy birthday to everybody else. This is St. Patrick's Day Eve. So I have my green socks and sweater on, and the chicken and I are both ready for a very exciting show. We're going to kick things off right away with our first music video of the morning. This one is dedicated to, it comes from Wanda Melquist. Thanks, Wanda. This is the Miami Sound Machine and Conga. Conga.
Somebody have any change? choice of a new generation.
Skittles, bite-sized candies, taste the rainbow of fruit flavors. Skittles, bite-sized candies, taste the rainbow of fruit flavors. Colorful candy shells, fruit flavors in the middle, strawberry, orange, and lime. Taste the rainbow of fruit flavors. Skittles, bite-sized candies. Taste the rainbow of fruit flavors in Skittles.
This is Budball. He can spin. Here comes Katie rolling in. And this is Stewie. Where's he been? The Nerfles. Each character sold separately.
So much fun to clown around, change and rearrange around. Yes, Nerfles are a ball to be around. Hey, Bud, what would you be if you had Stewie's ears? Why? A bunny rabbit.
The Nerfles. You can collect them all. Little characters like Budball, Katie, and Stewie. Each sold separately, new from Parker Brothers.
Pac-Man, watch your back.
Oh, I'm not afraid of a ghost attack.
3 of our friends just came to town. And they're going to show you how to ghost down.
Ghost down?
With meatballs, if you please. Ghost down. If you want it with tomatoes and cheese. Ghost down. With tasty chicken sauce.
When it comes to the ghost down, I'm the boss.
Pac-Man pasta's so nutritious. And everybody knows that it's pasta-licious.
So everybody in the town do the ghost down.
Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. Ghost down.
Oh.
Welcome back, Saskatchewan, to edition number 73 on the all-time countdown here at Switchback. You know, we try to put you people in the know all the time, and I guess probably the most requested in the know we've ever had is how do they get the caramel in the caramilk. Well, one of these weeks I'll be explaining that to you. And how many of you realize that the 2-stick popsicle is no more? I mean, we can't make things out of popsicle sticks anymore. That's right. Anyway, so now you're in the know about 2-stick popsicles. If you want to be in the know of any type of process in the world, we can tell you the answer. Better yet, we'll try to show you the answer. We've demonstrated how newspapers are made, how toothpicks are made, lots of neat things like that. So, if you have a question for In the Know, send it to us at our Switchback address. Here it is. Switchback, care of CBC Television, 2440 Broad Street in Regina. And we also put you in the know about the postal code, which is S4P4A1. All right, we're going to do a little bit of an update here and put you folks back in the know about Halley's Comet. A couple of weeks ago, Charles Zoka was our guest, and he talked about the comet. Well, the comet is going to be making its return visit very, very soon. And Charles is on the line, and I'm going to talk to him about Halley's return. Charles, are you out there?
Make it quick. I'm watching Switchback.
Okay, I'll send you this album, Charles. I realize that wasn't real fair, but you just want an album. So tell us about Halley's Comet. When would be a good time for everyone here in Saskatchewan to get out and see this thing?
Well, the next best time will be within the next week. Around March 26th is one of the best times because it will have its tail formed, and we're getting closer to it, and it'll be a morning object. So for those people that like to get up bright and early, between 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning, around the 26th, they'll be able to have a chance to view it in the southeastern sky, and it will be very close to the horizon, and that's for the people that are in southern Saskatchewan. The people that are further up north will probably only just see the tail, but they have to get to a nice flat piece of land because trees can cause problems.
Okay, that's one of the big advantages, of course, we have here in Saskatchewan. Finding a flat piece of land is usually pretty early. One quick question for you, Charles. You mentioned people had to wake up at 5 or 6 in the morning. Would it work if you stayed awake all night until 5 or 6 in the morning, or do you have to wake up then?
Well, if you want to stay awake all night, you won't see very much until between 5 and 6 o'clock.
Right.
The time it'll be just coming over the horizon.
Okay, easier for me, I think, to stay up all night than to wake up. Thanks very much, Charles. We'll have you on in a couple of weeks to talk more about the comet and put some other people in the know.
Okay.
And I'll send you this album this week.
Okay, Bill.
Thanks a lot.
Right out.
Bye-bye. Okay, time to get to our Batman segment this morning. Now, Otto Preminger, who made a lot of movies in his day, acts in this particular episode. He's Mr. Freeze, and the name of the Batman episode is Green Ice for St. Patrick's Day. Welcome back, Saskatchewan. You know, we've been talking about a small town contest now for a couple of weeks, and it's time to unveil our first small town visit. We took our camera crew out. Okay, one person. Our camera operator, Dan, and myself and Richard went to visit our first small town earlier this week. Now, we got a letter from Karen MD. Karen lives in Cornach, Saskatchewan, and that, sure enough, was our first small town visit. Now, if you folks pay close attention, you'll understand what we mean when we say we're going to visit a small town. And, of course, we would like to come visit your small town as well. So watch our little bit here on Cornach. Learn something about Cornach. Can I have my chicken, please? Learn something about Cornach, and then you can send us a letter maybe and invite us to your small town. You're going to enjoy this little bit here. Let's check out Cornach, Canada. Cornach, Saskatchewan. Population, 1,100. It's a quiet, unassuming town on the southern edge of our province. I'm standing just on the outskirts of town as I prepare to embark upon a visit to Switchback's first small town, Cornach, Saskatchewan. Let's see what awaits us. Well, here we are at Mother's Oven, the 4-star restaurant here in Cornach. Culinary delights await everyone, apparently, on the inside of this. Probably the best restaurant for miles and miles around. Oh, greetings, CBC Switchback. Evidently, the people here in Cornach are certainly looking forward to our visit, and I'm certainly looking forward to lunch in Mother's Oven. Hi, are you Karen?
Yes, I'm real local to Cornach.
Well, thank you very much. Looks like a great town so far. What do you got there for me?
I need this for you.
This doll for me? Okay, I'll tell you what. You can look after the chicken from now on. I'll keep hold of this doll. You suppose we could maybe get something to eat in here?
Yes.
Evidently, it's your mother who is Mother's Oven, so maybe she's got some for us. You think anybody showed up?
A lot of people.
Oh, there's a lot of people? Well, let's go see. A lot of people is right. Seems like the whole town of Cornach was crammed into Mother's Oven to celebrate Switchback's arrival to their community. It was a real celebrity welcome. If you want to eat in this town, you have to pitch in, and there was plenty of pitching in to do. It seemed like the lunch line never stopped coming. In fact, 260 hungry Cornachers chewed their way through burgers and fries, and for every burger served, $1 was donated to the school library. Now that's really food for thought. Cornach's #1 citizen, Mayor Murray, was on hand to crown me and present me with Cornach's highest honor, the key to the city.
We give you that key. That key opens most of the doors in Cornach to all the good things. But you have to remember that it also, if you're bad, it also opens the key to the town dog pound and the jail.
Even the star of the show has a fan club in Cornach, and fan club members Bert and Ernie presented us with their #1 understudy, who is waiting in the wings should our own chicken ever retire. We're here at the Cornach School, where over 350 Cornach and area students attend the hallowed halls of education weekdays. A little bit foggy right now. We're about to sneak inside and check out some of the activities inside. Hopefully there'll be a few people waiting for us. You might notice a brand new school here in Cornach. They needed that for 2 reasons. First of all, the other one was getting pretty old, and secondly, it burnt down. And things were really heating up on the inside as 325 Cornach students gave Switchback a rousing welcome. School principal Peter Sahar was on hand, along with SRC President Kathy Ferguson, for some presentations.
Bill, on behalf of the students, staff, and teachers, we'd like to present you with the Cornach Colts Bunny Hug. I know it's really cold in Regina, so we'd like to have this, have this for wearing in your next show. And our SRC president also would like to make a presentation. Where are you, Kathy? Kathy Ferguson.
Okay.
And the school body here in Cornach, we want to present you with our Cornach Colts t-shirt.
Following the presentations, I fielded some questions ranging from Batman's love life to the chicken's real name. And frankly, I couldn't help them with either. Yes, these are the 1980s, and in order to be a progressive town like the town of Cornach, you need all the modern conveniences and technological advances to keep your town right up there with the leaders. That's why the town of Cornach has this brand new 1948 fire truck to complement its volunteer fire department. They do a great job here, too. There hasn't been a big fire here since the school burnt down.
On behalf of the Cornach Fire Department, Bill, I'd like to deputize you as Fire Chief of Cornach for today, March 10th, and it's a privilege.
And with privilege comes responsibility. And wouldn't you know it, I'd only been fire chief for a moment when the shriek of the siren signaled an emergency situation. Fortunately, every fiber of my being responded as I led the volunteer fire brigade to the scene of the blaze.
Karen, over here. Karen, quick.
In the hose.
More hose, men, more hose. There's gravel on fire. Come on, put it out. No. This is on. Okay, Karen,
Like a well-oiled machine, these men responded as if one body, one mind. Much to the relief of the onlookers, the inferno was brought under control. It was my baptism by fire. Cornach's an interesting community with many interesting things to do. There's some great shopping right here on Main Street, some interesting little boutiques and novelty stores. And if you want to know where to go when you're in Cornach, you just stop here at the Tourist Information Building, and the people inside will be more than happy to show you the sights. There really is a lot of great sights here. Of course, well, if nobody's at the tourist booth, you can just strike out on your own and see all the sights by yourself. It's a friendly kind of a community. People would just sit out here on a warm afternoon and chat with total strangers. How do you do? How are you?
Oh, not too bad.
That's good. What's your name?
McCusick is supposed to be.
It's supposed to be, but you're not sure yet. Can I ask you a question? Have you ever heard of the television program Switchback?
I wouldn't know nothing about it.
Okay, well, thanks very much for chatting. We'll ask some other folks.
Well, would you know? What?
Excuse me. We're gonna ask Walter. Walter, how do you do?
Howdy.
My name is Bill Wright.
Yeah? I see that face every once in a while.
Oh, where do you see this face?
Scare the hell out of a guy.
Cornach's most famous variety store is Ager's Variety Store. It's been in business for 25 years, and the owner and operator, I would assume the owner and operator, is right here behind me, Frank Ager. How are you today, Frank?
Pretty good, Bill. How are you?
Not too bad. Congratulations on 25 years of business. Before we get started looking around this wonderful store of yours, do you happen to know how the town of Cornach got its name?
From a racehorse in England. One of the engineers on the railroad, his wife owned a horse by the name of Cornach, which won the big race that year, and of course he named the town Cornach.
Okay, that's very interesting. You're the first person that's actually known the answer. Now here in the variety store, variety is certainly the name of the game. You can buy wool, you can get your greeting cards, your lottery tickets, antiques, and of course a shave and a haircut. Frank's the local shaver and hair cutter. Maybe, what do you think?
Well, you might take a little off the back here.
Well, tell you what, Frank, we'll
skip it today.
Yeah, we'll skip it. You've been here for 25 years in this store. Have you been a barber longer than that?
I've been barbering in this town for 35 years.
So you've seen a lot of changes. A lot of different hairs. What do you find is the biggest request in your variety store here? What do most people buy, Frank?
What do the most people buy? Lottery tickets right now.
Any big winners in this area lately?
Not one, not anything, any amount, no.
No real big winners.
No.
Do you plan on continuing here in Cornach? You must like this community.
Well, I'll stay with it as long as I can anyway.
Okay, you ever heard of the television program Switchback?
Oh, I watch it periodically.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Because you're a Switchback fan, I'll let you trim my hair just a little bit. Certainly no tour of the town of Cornach would be complete without a visit here to the giant coal mine just outside of Cornach. Now, plant manager Wayne Kelly has brought us out here, and Karen and I are going to take a tour of this huge dragline operation. The bucket I'm standing in holds 90 cubic yards of dirt, and that's a huge bucket. Now, when you talk coal mining in Cornach, you're talking big. This is the largest dragline of its kind in Canada, with a boom length of 122 meters and an overall height of 27 stories. Coal mining is a very interesting process and starts when 10 inches of farmland topsoil is scraped off and saved for later use. Next, this giant dragline digs down through 30 meters of dirt, leaving a long trench of exposed coal at the bottom. It takes 1 minute to fill the bucket, swing the crane around, dump the load, and return for another. And each bucket load contains 69 cubic meters of dirt. That means it could eat up a pile of dirt as big as an average house in 3 bites. Next, smaller shovels and trucks gather up and transport the coal to be crushed and loaded into trains for the short trip to the power plant. Later, the dirt will be shoveled back into the trench, leveled, and the original topsoil replaced. In 3 to 5 years, the land will again be ready for farming. Now, you might wonder what happens with the drag line when this area is completely mined. And this is the really amazing part. The entire machine, all 6,800 tons and $55 million of it, gets up on its own 2 feet and walks to a new location. But it takes a while. In fact, top speed for this critter is 8.5 feet a minute. And every minute counts in this business. Mining continues 24 hours a day, 365 days a year in order to keep up with the demand for coal. The coal mined here fuels the Poplar River Power Plant, also near Cornach, and power from this one area is sufficient to serve 1/4 of the entire province's electrical needs. It is also amazing to discover that this drag line itself is electrically powered, needing 27,000 volts itself. That means that coal mined here actually helps produce electricity used by this same drag line to mine for more coal. Now that's efficiency. Well, there you go, Saskatchewan. Switchback's first visit to a small town, and a very successful visit it was. We stopped in at Cornach, Saskatchewan, and found it to be a great community. If you're ever in the area, please visit. As the people here say, Cornach, the best town by a damn sight. All right, there you go, Saskatchewan. You saw Cornach, the best town by a dam site. It's actually very close to the dam. That's near the Poplar River Power Station. Thanks to you, Karen, MD, and everybody down there in Cornach for showing us such a great time. As a matter of fact, to give you folks an idea of why we picked Cornach, obviously you saw there's some neat things in Cornach, but they bribed us pretty much. Now, I got this little doll here. Karen made this doll especially for me. Thank you very much, Karen. She got to carry around the chicken. I got to carry around this doll. Now, we got all kinds of stuff. I got this little pen here from Ager's Variety, celebrating 25 years in business. Thanks very much to Mr. Ager for that one. The school drew a zillion pictures. I'm not going to show you all of them, but I got a ton of pictures that look like this from the Cornach School. Thank you very much for all those pictures. Okay, now hats. You want to talk hats? Oh, Cornach's got hats. I got your volunteer fire department hat. I also got your the Poplar River Station hat here, this blue ball cap. That's a nice looking unit. And I also got to be, as you know, fire chief. I'll put this hat right on here because, hey, anytime you got a gravel fire, I'm your guy. As the new deputy fire chief in Cornach, let me tell you, it's really hard to talk with this hat on. So I'll move that baby out of the way. Now, I also got some lapel pins, a couple right here, one from the regional games, also one the Cornach Power Station. Of course, Agers also gave me this I visited Cornach button here. Not very many of those are left around. Here's the bunny hug I got from the principal. Thanks very much to him and also to the SRC president. Yes, the Cornach Colts bunny hug. Hug a bunny. It's Easter coming up pretty quickly. And the first of 3 T-shirts. I'm going here as quick as I can. There it is. Cornach, best town by a damn sight, is what they say. I didn't make that up, actually. Your Cornach Colts T-shirt from the school. And here's one for the chicken that says, I think, Cornach's not the end of the world, but you can see it from here. So thanks very much to all you folks. Oh, I also got this game here of jacks, and the ball and jacks are from Kent McClellan and Devin Geraldier. So everybody out there in Cornach, thanks very much, especially you, Karen, MD, and your brother Vince, and your mom and dad, Judy and Dieter. Thanks very, very much. We had a good time out there in Cornach. All right, gang, we're going to be back with Canada's youngest black belt. He's only 9 years old. He's Michael LeCourrier. We'll have that in 2 minutes when we return.
I really believe in the products I represent. I mean, I use them myself. I think my clients respect that. First thing I do when I get a break is to grab a Mars bar. It tastes so good at the end of the day.
Mars bar has the goodness of milk, corn and cane sugars, and a thick, thick chocolatey coating. You get tremendous value in a big, big Mars bar.
A Mars bar a day at work, rest, and play.
average neighborhood store? No. At Hilly Billy Vac Shack, low overhead means low prices. Look out! Hilly Billy offers a shack full of new, used, and reconditioned brand name uprights, canisters, and built-ins from $895 to $899. Every vac in the shack comes with a written warranty and Hilly Billy's assurance for fast repair service. Plus, we've got bags, belts, and parts for all vacs. The Hilly Billy Vac Shack. Pick at Arcola. See us today. And don't worry about the monkey. He's just glad to have a job.
This is Coffee Mate, the most expensive powdered coffee whitener you can buy. On a spoon, it looks exactly the same as any other whitener. Stir it in, and you still can't tell the difference. So why spend more on Coffee Mate? Because of what we can't show you. The way it tastes. That's why more Canadians buy Coffee Mate than any other whitener. Oh yes, the price, if you're willing to splurge, is a fraction of a cent more per cup. A small price to pay for a better cup of coffee.
Beautiful kitchens deserve Hotpoint, the beautiful appliances, at beautifully low prices from Kozan Furniture World. Hotpoint ranges perform with style and convenience. Luxury features include easy-to-program electronic clock. The matching Hotpoint fridges maximize storage space. Standard 13 cubic foot fridge and 30-inch range start as low as $11.69. Hotpoint from Kozan Furniture World, your appliance leader, 1170 Broad, the Kozan Corner.
It was on almost the whole time. Welcome back, Saskatchewan. As you see, we've made a quick costume change for our Taekwondo segment. Now, joining us, this is Michael Lacourciere, who is Canada's youngest black belt. He just got it yesterday. And also with us is his master, Master Park Jung-taek, who comes from Winnipeg, who is a 7th degree black belt. And it was Master Park Jung-taek who tested Michael just yesterday to get the black belt. First of all, good morning and welcome to Switchback.
Good morning.
All right, Michael's getting pretty worked up because he's going to be performing for us in just a little while. Maybe I could ask the master to make the black belt presentation.
Okay, I black belt present for you, and you're doing very well. I believe you continue training Taekwondo and go for second or third or fourth dan, okay? And I put it for you, yeah. I don't have to do this. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, very well done. Go ahead, Michael. Maybe you want to... While Michael's putting that on, I'll just mention to people, Michael now is has his 1st degree black belt, and he is so young at only 9 years of age. Actually, he has to wait till he's about 13 before he can move up to the next level. Whereas the master has a 7th degree black belt, which is very high up. I think there's 9.
Yes,
9 in total. So as soon as I'll ask Michael actually to come out here in the middle and get pretty. Now, Michael is going to do his it's called a
pattern.
Pattern?
Yes.
Okay. And this is the types of moves that he does in order to get his black belt?
That's right. And other things, breaking techniques, how he proved how much you have power, how much you have height, advanced techniques and things like that.
Okay.
But this pattern is more like imaginary with an opponent.
Okay.
As exercise. And sometimes one person, sometimes 3 people. So this is blocking, attacking, strike, all different various techniques to show basically.
Okay, Michael, go ahead and do your pattern. And this is simulated attacking or defending an attack.
Defend, attacking, yes.
Michael's very fast.
It is. He's been 4 or 5 years of training Taekwondo. He's doing very well.
Now, it's quite rare to be this young and this good. What would be the normal age for someone to achieve a black belt?
Normally around 11, 12, most of them. But his father is teaching in Taekwondo. That's why he involved more properly training Taekwondo.
Okay, very well done, Michael. Thank you very much. Okay, Michael, just really quickly, at only 9 years of age, how old were you when you started?
4.
4. Now, because your dad's an instructor, I guess that's probably one of the reasons why you got involved and you've advanced so quick. How many hours a week do you spend doing this?
2.
2 hours a week? You must
No.
2 hours a day.
6.
Yeah, 6 days a week. Okay, it obviously takes a Takes 6 hours. Okay, 6 hours a week doing this sort of thing. Now, before I attempt the magnificent feat of breaking boards myself, actually, I'd like if maybe a couple of your helpers could come out here and hold the board, and you can explain to me how I should break a board, and then we'll watch Michael break boards himself, because he's much better at it than me. Now, these are other friends of yours from the Taekwondo club?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. And they have different colored belts. Mine's kind of a pale black. Actually, I think you get the white when you're just starting out. Oh, could you guys just come on right in here for now? We just want to just hold that for us. Now, Michael, when it comes time, can you come on over here? When it comes time to break this board, what basic things should I do?
I think you should do knife hand strike.
A knife hand strike. That was the one I was thinking of. Okay. And is there anything?
Okay, you have to hit with this part. You have to have your hands right.
Okay, hit with the side of my hand.
Yeah. You get like this.
Okay, and you lean into it with your entire body. Ooh, you have to have speed. Well, okay, you need strength and speed. Two things I don't have. Okay, thanks, guys. Actually, we're going to set up now and let Michael demonstrate some of his stuff. I got to take my my nice Batman watch off, so I can't break a board right away. But Michael, are you going to do a flying side kick? Is that what this is called? Okay, Michael's going to set up for that. Now, we need some people here to help us out on their hands and knees. We got that other helper? Come on up here. Now, Michael is going to jump over top of 4 people and then kick the board and break the board. This is not the kind of thing that you do at home for fun. This has taken an awful lot of training. You can see Michael's father, who is his instructor on a regular basis, helping set the board. Now, Michael, you let me know when you're ready. Okay, and Michael bows to his master. Okay, Michael, I guess the moment of glory has come. Can I get you to hold this? Now, you can talk into that microphone. I'm going to put this Taekwondo hat on that you brought for me because it'll give me extra strength, and you can hold my my wristwatch. Okay, can I get some helpers? I'm going to go right-handed, so can I get those guys to hold the board right here for me? Kind of on a little bit of an angle, sort of facing you into this way. No, turn this way. There we go. Okay, now, Michael, could you come on over here, Michael, and help me out now? That's good, that's good. Now, I have to step hard.
Okay. Thumb should be in.
Thumb is in. Thumb should be in.
You have to, okay, you're like this.
Right?
Step back.
Step back.
Halfway.
Ha!
Same time.
At the same time. Okay, now, without Michael knowing it, I brought along, well, I have a spare hand here. So, in case I hurt my hand, this will be the one I'll go with from then on. So, Michael, can you just hold that one for me? Okay, if you could just step straight back over there. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, a minor drum roll. You guys going to be okay? Okay, prepare your...
Spread your legs a little bit more.
Spread my legs? Why am I doing this? Okay, a little bit more. You ready? Okay. I need this, oh, that is the stupidest thing I've ever done. That is a stupid... All right, you guys are laughing now. You think that's stupid? I want to know what you've done that's stupid. If you've done anything in your life as stupid as that, give me a phone call right now. Bring me another board. I'm on a roll. Bring me another board. Well, you guys are phoning to tell me how stupid you are. You know our phone numbers. I'm going to do this again.
Where's the board?
We need another board here. We need another board. I'm on a roll now. 1 in a row. Okay, well, you phone in to be stupid. I'm going to thank Michael and thank the master. Thank you guys for the splinters in your face. As Weird Al Yankovic would say, I dare you to be this stupid. I'll tell you, that's one weird Al Yankovic, but his hand doesn't hurt like mine. Time now to see who out there has ever dared to be stupid. Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
Hi.
How are you doing this morning?
Good.
What's the stupidest thing you've ever done?
Well, I was jumping over some pillows and I ran right into the wall.
That was stupid. Do you guys think that's stupid? Yeah. Yeah, we think that's real stupid. Whereabouts are you calling from?
Regina.
Okay, thanks for your call.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
Hi, I'm Clifford Olson from the Spellford discussion.
Hi, Clifford. What's the stupidest thing you've ever done?
Well, I punched the floor and broke my hand.
You punched the floor?
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people like punch walls. Punch the floor. You're just a short guy, or what happened there?
I was just mad at something and I just punched the floor and broke my hand.
You were mad. Well, Clifford, you're pretty stupid. But thanks for calling. Bye-bye. Good morning. What's the stupidest thing you've ever done?
Playing hockey and scoring on your own goalie.
Yeah, I think I've done that a couple of times myself. Did you win the game? Ooh, your goal was probably the one that spelled the difference in the game. Well, that's pretty tough. Hey, but don't worry, you're pretty stupid. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye. Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
Hi, my name is Carrie Wilkin and I'm from Saskatoon.
Hi, Carrie, how are you today?
Good.
Good. What's the stupidest thing you've ever done?
My sister said being born.
Oh, well, tell your sister like she's a knucklehead and tell her to go punch the floor and break her hand. No, I'm just kidding, Carrie. I'm just kidding. Thanks a lot for calling.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Stupidest thing I've ever done is call in and not know what to say on Switchback.
Thanks for calling. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi, my name is Chris Neufel and I'm from Regina.
Hi, Chris. How you doing?
Not bad.
Good. What's the stupidest thing you've ever done?
Oh, when I was 3, I ran into the corner of the wall and I had to get stitches in my forehead.
Well, how about the wall?
A lot of blood on it.
A lot of blood on the wall. Chris, you're pretty stupid. But thanks for calling in.
Wait.
All right, bye-bye. Good morning. What's the stupidest thing you've ever done?
When I was wrestling with my brother and I ended up getting a black eye.
Oh, how about his other eye?
Huh?
His other eye just like the regular blue?
No, black and blue.
Black and blue. Oh, that's a good pair. Thanks for calling. Oh, you're pretty stupid. Bye now. Good morning. What's the stupidest thing you've ever done?
Put my foot through the wall.
Put your foot through the wall. Seems to me like a very physical thing we're doing here. We've punched floors, we've put feet through walls, we've knocked corners off of houses. Are you okay now?
Yep.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Yep, bye.
Bye-bye. Hello.
Hi,
What's the stupidest thing you've ever done?
The stupidest thing that I ever done was when I was about 4 and I bit an electrical cord.
You bit an electrical cord. Well, so far, that's the stupidest thing that has happened thus far. Have you got any teeth left?
Yep.
But pretty curly hair, right? Thanks for calling.
Okay.
Bye-bye. All right, one more call. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi, the stupidest thing I've ever done is jumped off my motorhome roof.
Jumped off your motorhome roof. How fast were you going?
I don't know.
Pardon me?
I don't know.
Was the motorhome parked at the time? Oh, okay. Whereabouts did you land?
Big slab.
Pardon me?
I think I landed on concrete.
Oh, on your head? Hey, that's a pretty stupid thing to do. Where are you calling from?
Moose Jaw.
Moose Jaw. Well, thanks very much. And say hi to the moose.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Obviously, some pretty stupid things have been done over the history of the world. One thing that's not stupid, that's speed skating. It's very difficult. And I raced Gaetan Boucher just a little while ago. We'll see how that race turns out in a couple of minutes when we come back with our very special guest.
The attractive look of a traditional fireplace takes on a brand new warmth with a heat place from Martin Distributing. The superior heat place combines the energy efficiency of a wood stove with the beauty of a wood-burning fireplace. And now, through a special factory purchase, the heat place is available at a low, low price while quantities last. For warmth, elegance, and value, see the wide selection of fireplaces now on display at Martin Distributing, 444 Quebec Street, Regina.
You are about to see the best investment we have made in years. Our own John Deere 650.
It's a
tractor. Yeah. Diesel power, 14.5 horses. Why, it'll do the work around here in half the time. 3-point hitch, 8 forward speeds, high clearance, attachments for mowing the lawn, tilling the garden, loading, and it's all ours.
For the complete line of John Deere Lawn and Leisure products, see Jerry Folk at Nelson Bodie, Moose Jaw.
Besides the risks you take if you drive after drinking, are you aware of the legal consequences? If you're impaired, even at an alcohol level below the legal limit, you cannot refuse a breath sample. If you do, you could face the same penalty as a person with a blood alcohol content over 0.08. You could also obtain a criminal record and probably lose your license. In repeat offenses, jail is virtually certain. Don't be foolish. Don't drink and drive. You might not even live to regret it.
I'm Rhonda Stevenson for It's Your Nickel. On this week's program, 2 stories on mortgage options that could save you money. Also, an update on the recall of Kodak instant cameras and response to some questions by viewers. Judy Blackman looks into allergic reactions to flavorings in medicines and problems with plastic fire extinguishers. It's Your Nickel. Sunday morning at 10:30, Monday night at 7 on CBC 9 and 4.
All right, welcome back, Saskatchewan. My apologies. The stupidest thing I've ever done is not break boards. It's confuse you folks and tell you Gaetan Boucher was coming up right away. Actually, he's not on for a couple more minutes. Time now for me to remind all you folks about an upcoming contest we have here at Switchback. Now, this one's going to go on indefinitely for several weeks, and here's the idea. We want you to send us a Switchback limerick. Now, if you're not sure what a limerick is, it's a 5-line poem, and lines 1, 2, and 5 rhyme, and lines 3 and 4 rhyme. I'll give you an example. If your TV viewing's tough pickin', watch the show with the chicken. There's videos at the start, and later get smart. And this Batman watch keeps on ticking. Ooh. Got in a little bit of trouble partway through, but I managed to scrape along. So write down a Switchback limerick and send that to us. All right, you know our Switchback address. There it is. Switchback's Limerick Contest, care of CBC Television, 2440 Broad Street in Regina, and the postal code, everyone knows it, S4P4A1. Yeah, okay, we all know it. We're just not quite saying it all at the same time. Now, another reminder, there will not be a Switchback next Sunday morning. Because of the Easter Seal Telethon, no Switchback next Sunday morning. We'll be back on Easter Sunday. But you're welcome to come on here to our CBC studios and watch the Easter Seal Telethon. I'll be here, and we'll hopefully try to help out some of the people in our province that have some disabilities other than hurt hands and things like that. Okay, time now to get to the exciting conclusion of this week's Batman called Green Ice. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. All right, Saskatchewan, you are about to witness a sports spectacular as you have never seen before. Me, Bill the Blue Streak Wright, has challenged world champion Gaetan Boucher. You don't know what you're up against, buddy. All right, you ready for the race?
Yep.
All right, on the count of 3, we're going to boogie. All right. Are you ready? Yep. 1, 2, 3. Well, thank you very much. As you could see, I was up against fairly stiff competition in Gaetan Boucher, and I didn't beat him then, but I'll race you again anytime. Welcome to Switchback.
Thank you.
All right, I hope you had a good time there at the very ice-cold ice skating rink. as you folks know, Gaetan Boucher, world champion speed skater, is our guest right now. We've had a very good time. We met on Friday, actually, for that race, and it's my first time out, so you wait till, like, the Calgary Olympics.
It was pretty good, I must say.
Well, actually, your coaching, I think, is what what helped me more than anything else, and I think the chicken could probably skate faster than I can. Now, you're here in town for the short track competition, and indoor speed skating is quite a bit different than outdoors. You now are just specially in outdoors?
I'm just doing outdoor because it's too different anymore, and I don't have time to do both. I come back at the end of February, and the indoor season is mostly middle of March and April, and that would give me only 2 times to change skates, get used to the new techniques, race with strategy, which we don't really have outdoor, and also get used to the course, which is way smaller.
Right. Now, in the indoor course, as you mentioned, it's a lot smaller, and I think it's important for us to show some people here that the difference between an indoor skate and an outdoor skate. Now, this is an outdoor skate, and you notice the boot is very soft. It's sort of like a bowling shoe with a blade, and the blade runs right down the middle of the shoe.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah. This is the type of boot that you would wear outdoors.
Pretty much the type of boot that I would wear. It's soft because we need a lot of flexibility. And if you look at the blades, both blades are basically of the same length.
Okay.
The outdoor skate is much lighter than the indoor skate.
Okay, now another thing you'll notice about the outdoor skate in particular, if you tried to use an outdoor skate indoors, the problem is when it came time to turn, when you started to lean over, the boot would hit the ice and you would slide away like this.
Yeah.
So they developed the indoor skate, which looks like this. Now you'll notice the blade is not in the middle of the shoe. You see, it's over here on the side,
and
right?
it's also adjustable. You can move it. You can put it in the middle if you want, but yeah.
This way, when you start to lean over, the blade will still be on the ice.
The indoor skate is also higher because indoor is mostly corners. You have to lean a lot, and the higher skate will give you a lot more lean. The boot is higher because you need less flexibility and more stability in the skate.
So if I had my indoor skates on...
You would have done much better. The blade itself, the rocker, the curve under the blade is much rounder on an indoor skate than on an outdoor skate. So you have a lot of problems turning on a short radius with these skates, with the outdoor skates.
This is a little closer to a hockey skate as far as the bottom of it.
It's very round.
Okay, Saskatchewan, if you're out there and you've got a question that you want to ask Gaetan Boucher, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, perhaps, to talk to Canada's most successful Olympian. So give us a call right now. Now, you've been skating for a long time, and you've been to 3 Olympics so far?
3 Olympics so far. Calgary will be the 4th one.
So you're going to keep on skating until 88?
I think so, unless something happens, an accident or something. But I would like to skate in Calgary.
I think it's going to be pretty exciting. I guess, obviously, the Olympics in our own country is part of it.
Yeah, and that'll be, I guess, a very good opportunity to stop a career, I guess, finish after Calgary, and I've been there for so long that, you know, it's about time, I guess, that I stop, and I figure in Calgary I can still win.
Okay, let's see who's got a call there for us. Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
Hi, Bill.
How are you doing?
This is Kirk.
Hi. Go ahead with your question.
Yeah, when did you start skating?
I started, speed skating when I was 10 years old, and I started skating when I was 9. I couldn't really skate before I was 9 years old.
Thanks, Kirk.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye.
Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
I'm Chad Gibson, and I'm from White City.
Okay, got a question?
Yeah. How long have you been skating?
16 years right now.
And you're going to go for a couple more years, and I guess then your wife is going to be glad when you retire.
Well, I think so. She's pretty busy at home right now, and since I'm away 5 or 6 months every year, it'd be nice to be home, you know, after in the next 2 years.
That's right. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi, I'm Neil from Prince Edward, Saskatchewan.
Hi, Neil.
How many medals and trophies do you have?
Well, I don't really count them anymore. I have around 500 medals and around 150 trophies.
Holy mackerel. That's about 13 or 14 more than I have. Bottle caps count, don't they?
I figure I've been skating a lot longer than you have.
Okay, thanks for calling. Bye-bye. Actually, before we get to some more calls, Gaetan, a lot of people that see speed skating just think that it's people skating fast, but it's really a very technical sport with a lot of technique and special training that's involved. Now, we'll take a look at you in action. You can describe for us some of the basics.
Okay, we have the suit, of course, is for aerodynamics. The skates we talked a little bit about. There's a lot of blade on the back and on the front. The height of the blade is also very important to prevent the boot from touching the ice. If we look at the position, we try to get a 90 degrees shoulder stable, a 90 degrees angle between the knees and the legs, and of course the knees over the foot as much as possible. We get a full extension when we push, and one thing that people don't really realize is the push is straight sideways. It's not backwards, it's sideways. We try to get the weight over the foot as much as possible, use the weight, so if you weigh 100 pounds, then you get the advantage of having 100 pounds. Swinging the arms, we use two arms to pick up the speed, one arm for the races that are 1,000 meters, 1,500 meters, and two arms in the back for the longer races to save energy. The start, I dig my toe in to save a little bit of time at the start and push with the back leg, and the start is the only time we push straight backwards. When we do skate, we try to stay relaxed as much as possible. Of course, this is going at low speed, but this is exactly what it should look like when you go at a higher speed. You try to keep the angle in the leg, like we talked, about 90 to 100 degrees, and bring the weight over each leg every time you push.
Now, that was top speed for me, but slow speed for you. How fast do you go on an outside course when you're full speed?
Outside, the maximum speed is around 60 to 65 kilometers per hour.
That's too quick for a school zone.
And inside, indoor, on a short track course is about 40 kilometers per hour.
Wow, that's very fast. Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
Hi, my name's Jason Johnson. How old was Gaetan when he first started speed skating?
I was 10 years old when I first started speed skating.
You've played hockey quite a bit.
I started as a hockey player. Well, I started late, like I said, 9 years old, and I started playing hockey the first few years, and I took speed skating to improve on my hockey in a way.
Okay. Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. How are you doing?
I'd like to ask him what got him interested.
Well, when I started racing, and I was only 10 years old, and I flew all over the country. I went to Los Angeles, and you come back with medals or small trophies. And I think at that age, it's a lot more important for yourself than just playing a hockey game once a week. So I got really interested in traveling and in the pride of winning medals. So I kept to it.
And you were successful, and obviously have.
I've always enjoyed training alone and spending a lot of time alone, and speed skating was exactly what it was all about.
Right. Thanks for calling.
Yep, bye.
Bye-bye. Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
Yes, I'm Chris Harrison from Saskatoon, and I'm just wondering, how hard is it to skate with the long blade?
It's not so hard. People might find it hard because they're used to hockey skates, but a lot of people in Holland especially, and in Norway too, start with speed skates, and the balance is much easier. And once you get to know how to skate with the longer blades, then you enjoy skating a lot more because you use less energy to keep going, and you pick up more speed, of course, and it's a lot more relaxing.
One of the things I noticed was the gliding. You take one stride, and it was just...
Well, we use the full length of the blade, and we get a much better grip than a hockey skate because the blade is so long, and of course the glide makes it a lot easier too.
Right. Thanks for calling.
Okay, bye.
Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
This is Matthew Ronnie. Where did you start it from?
I started in Quebec City. There was they had maybe not one of the first clubs in Canada, but they had a very good club there, and they just started to make more clubs around the province, so I just joined one of them.
Now, there's a lot of very, very successful speed skaters from Quebec. Why is Quebec such a strong province in that sport?
Well, at the same time as I started skating, like I said, I joined a club, which was a new club, and the guy who was going around the province starting club was able to start up to 50 clubs in that same year. And so what we have now is just the results of all the skaters that he recruited.
So what do you think people in Saskatchewan need to do to...
Is more, of course, get more skaters interested. I guess also in Quebec we have a lot more people, inhabitants, than in the other provinces. So
Right.
the percentage of success is greater. But what you need to get 1, 2, 3 good skaters, of course, is first to get the club started, and then the people interested, and try to compete as much as possible.
Okay. Thanks for calling. All right. Gaetan has been to the Olympics, and a lot of people have been to the Olympics. What a lot of you don't realize is that there are Saskatchewan-born people who have been to the Olympics. And that's our contest question. Now, you've got 2 weeks to work on it. Tell me anybody who is Saskatchewan-born who has been to any Olympics, summer or winter, and I'll give you a hint. Some of them have been speed skaters, and Gaetan knows who they are. So write that down. Any Saskatchewan-born Olympians, and send them to us. Here's our Switchback address. Switchback, care of CBC Television, 2440 Broad Street in Regina, and the postal code is S4P4A1. Certainly want to thank you, Gaetan, for spending some time with us and enjoying our city. I've got a Switchback T-shirt for you, which is like most people get, but a special presentation from the good people in Cornach, a small town that we visited this week. I'm going to give you this small Cornach T-shirt that says, it's not the end of the world, but you can see it from here. And this is for your young son, who's only 3 months old. Okay. So there you go. And say hi to your wife and your young son when you get back. All right, we're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll wrap things up when we return.
I really believe in the products I represent. I mean, I use them myself. I think my clients respect that. First thing I do when I get a break is grab a Mars bar. It tastes so good at the end of the day.
Mars Bar has the goodness of milk, corn and cane sugars, and a thick, thick chocolatey coating. You get tremendous value in a big, big Mars Bar.
A Mars bar a day at work, rest, and play. Cherry Pepsi, now my life is sweet. Sweet taste of success, I'm on top of the beat. Beat this if you can, I'm a man of wealth and taste. Taste the good life, baby, see the smile on my face. Face to face with my idol, no one but us two. Too good for words, just like I always do. New Cherry Pepsi, grab me some taste of the good life.
The Metropolitan Opera is broadcast every Saturday afternoon on CBC Stereo and repeated Saturday evenings at 6:15 on CBC Radio 540. This change enables Saskatchewan listeners who do not receive CBC Stereo to hear the Met Opera. For a complete schedule of performances, or if you wish to comment about this programming change, please write to CBC Communications, 2440 Broad Street, Regina, S4P4A1.
The Edison Twins, taking the scientific approach to high adventure. The Edison Twins, Sunday.
Regardez. Doc Roberts, a man of many talents.
Oh, this is easy. A talent for kids.
Not bad. Thanks.
And a talent for danger. It's unpredictable.
He was hard to live with before. Now he's going to be impossible.
And it's fun. Danger Bay, Monday night on CBC Television.
All right, Saskatchewan, wrapping things up here on a very crisp and exciting Olympic-style Sunday morning. Just a quick reminder for you folks in the Regina area, you can still catch the finals of the short track speed skating championships over at the Agrodome. I think they're 1 o'clock this afternoon. Gaetan and I are going to go there, and probably too late for me to enter, but I'll get in. Anyway, we want to thank Michael Lecourrier, our 9-year-old black belt, for helping us out. We want to thank Gaetan again for stopping by. Gaetan, have you got a last word you want to mention?
I just want to say that chicken is the star of the show.
Well, thanks very much. I really needed that. All right, our contest question this time is to write down a Saskatchewan-born Olympian and send it to us. Don't forget our Limerick contest. Keep sending in those small-town contests, stuff like that. No show next week because of the telethon. Our next show is Easter Sunday. We're going to feature Ringette. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
This is CBC Television.